In a village south of Cairo, 24-year-old Noor has just one dream: to be able to put on his medical student scrubs again.
I was in Russia during my second year of studies. It was at a hospital.
In 2020, his family invested all their savings to allow him to study in Russia, which they could just about afford.
Egypt.
This one is Egyptian, and this is another friend from Yemen.
From Yemen.
But last August, his future in Russia took a dark turn. Noor was arrested under the pretext of a visa problem.
My visa was still valid, and I was preparing for the new one when the police arrested me and detained me for almost a month. From the very start, they offered me the chance to join the army. In exchange, I'd receive a Russian passport and citizenship, but I refused. In prison, most of the people were students or foreigners, not Russians. They offered them the same deal, to join the army.
Because he refused, Noor had to leave Russia immediately and is now banned from returning for 5 years. Now, Noor has to find $6,000 to enroll in a private university which recognizes the years of study he did abroad. Before the war, the country had been an accessible destination for students seeking higher education abroad. In 2023, nearly 32,000 students from the Middle East were living in Russia, with almost half from Egypt. This young man from Cairo asked us not to reveal his identity. For months, he searched for his cousin by posting messages on Facebook groups.
My cousin joined the Russian army, and we haven't heard from him since. I need to talk to someone who can help, someone who has seen him or knows what happened to him.
Mohamed, his 20-year-old cousin, was studying dentistry in Russia. He disappeared in December 2023 after accepting an offer from an agency in Moscow to join the Russian army in exchange for $6,000 and Russian citizenship. After 5 months of searching, an Egyptian who was fighting in the Russian army with Mohamed got in contact with news of his cousin.
He went to a private agency that works under contract with the army and offers these opportunities. A soldier came to take him after he signed the contract and brought him to a military airport. Then he was transferred to the front line, which he really didn't expect at all. A drone struck his trench. His foot, leg, and kidney were all injured. After the strike, everyone fled and left him there. The Ukrainian army came, took him to the hospital, made him a prisoner. His body was mangled. He died and was buried in Ukraine. Mohamed never received anything. No promises, no money, no citizenship. He died for nothing, in vain.
According to local media, 25 Egyptian mercenaries are believed to have died since the war began. In recent months, outrage has grown in Egypt after videos and testimonies were published on social media. Last April, a YouTube video with over 300,000 views sparked outrage. This Egyptian mother is speaking with her 26-year-old son, Amar Mohamed, a student in Russia who had agreed to join the Russian army. Since February, he has been held as a prisoner of war by the Ukrainian military, who, along with a Ukrainian YouTuber, filmed Amar's detention. But according to this professor of international relations, his future looks bleak. Egyptians who serve in a foreign army face life imprisonment back at home.
You can be put in jail forever or executed if they have capital punishment. You are a mercenary. You cannot, like a terrorist. Egypt, if he ever comes, he will be arrested in Egypt, go to jail. The Russians have always had this custom of recruiting mercenaries to do their job, the dirty job. Because I don't want to have problem with my own domestic public opinion. But if I spend money, you don't know where do I spend it. And if those guys died, who cares?
In February, the Egyptian government decided to impose a security clearance requirement for any citizen wishing to travel to Russia. The Ministry of Interior also announced it would revoke Egyptian nationality for anyone who joined the Russian forces.